We are underway. Featherweight action here, and Alem has got a very good Muay Thai game. Excellent teeps we're seeing here. He does a great job of firing those teeps in. Zolotic looking to close the distance early on, dropping down for the double legs. Big aerial here, lift, big lift and a turn with the high crotch. Zolotic very good in the wrestling game up against the cages we're seeing here. Zolotic now leg lacing. You can see he's got his legs trapping the legs of Alem.
Keep your knees apart. Keep your knees apart, Nahom.
Zolotic now did a great job of lacing up those legs, potentially exposing the back here. He's going to roll through and try and give the back up. But smart play by Alem there. He's briefly threatening the back of Zolotic as Zolotic ran to try and take the back of Alem. Alem finds himself off of his back, working in the full guard. Zolotic with a big hammer fist from the top. Alem briefly looking for the armbar here, switching to the omoplata. Could use it to switch back round to the triangle. Back to the full guard now. Looking to dive underneath the leg to switch for the armbar is Alem. Zolotic did a good job of following the hip, staying very heavy, working the ground and pound, keeping the pressure on from the top position.
Keep at it, keep at it, keep at it. Yes, roll him over.
And Alem's got to keep busy here. He's got to pick these opportunities when Zolotic stops striking, to look for submissions, to look for sweeps, to get back to his feet. He almost certainly doesn't want to have his back against the cage. As soon as he springs up to his feet, he's got to dive for underhooks or stuff the head and try and circle out that position.
That's great walk, Bill, great walk. 40 seconds, sus.
Zolotic now happy to sit in the open half guard of Alem. Zolotic can get that right leg out of the clasp of that half guard of Alem. He's going to pass into a much better position to be able to do more damage. He's briefly just trying to get his leg out there. He's skipping his other leg back. Now he's pinned the right arm of Alem. Crucifix position here from side control. Alem's doing a good job of staying tight though, trying to duck his head to limit any damage. Last 9 seconds of the round, big hand sneaking through right at the end of that round. And a dominant performance there from Zolotic, dictated the takedown, dictated the top position. Alem is going to have to make some adjustments with regards to the sprawl and brawl tactics coming into this second round. Back to the feet we go, and this is Alem's realm here with the leg kicks and the teeps, but gave that leg up for Zolotic to catch. He turned it immediately into a takedown. Early on in round 2 now, Zolotic is inside control, looking to pass straight to the mount. Got the knee on belly at this present time. He's just got to get his right arm out and skip round towards his right side. You can see he's sneaking the leg across the belly. Alem trying to work the escape here to trap the bottom leg and push the hips forward to try and sweep Zolotic backwards. But just the threat of that escape there promoted Zolotic to move back into the half guard position, a better defensive edge for Alem here.
Go defensive and not showing Nahom. Nahom, give him the shoulder control. Flatten your leg. Give him the shoulder control. Flatten your leg, son.
Zolotych doing a good job of staying nice and heavy. Trying to sneak to the mount here. Potentially could look for the armbar of the left arm of Alem. But as I would understand it, he'd probably opt to stay on top here with the overhook and land the ground and pound. Zolotych doing a good job of using that overhook on the left arm of Alem to hammer these punches down. Some big damage coming from the top here. The referee is calling time here. I think there could have been a strike to the back of the head. And Zolotych definitely had a more dominant position there. So it'll be interesting to see if they start them back from their feet or back on the ground here. And of course, if they get started from the feet, it's going to be an advantage for Alem. He's out of that position and striking's his game. So let's see what the referee is going to opt to do here. Just going to give Zolotych a warning about hitting the back of the head.
From Sweden,
Referee just conferring with the officials cage side. Not sure if there's going to be a warning or if he's going to take a point here. He's going to get a translation from the corner of Zolotych, just to be cautious of the back of the head. No strikes to the back of the head allowed. No point taken, just a warning here. And we're going to start back on the feet here. So that's a distinct advantage for Alem. He's going to use those leg kicks. He's got to whip him back quick. He's got to get his back off the cage. Watch for Zolotych to time that takedown and drop down for the double leg. Using the body lock there to drag Alem back away from the cage. Alem just unable to gain any distance away from his opponent. Zolotych now very heavy pressure with that right arm down into the neck of Alem. Nahom Alem working off his back now. Listen to his corner. They want him to get to his feet. Continue to stuff the head here and cage walk. Alem here sitting in the half guard. He's got to get his right foot back on the inside here for the butterflies or potentially pull the guard. But I'd like to just see him explode to his feet here. He needs to get up. He can't afford to allow Zolotych to progress into a more dominant position and pin him here up against the cage and use the ground and pound. Last 10 seconds coming up of the round here. There's the horn signifying the end of the round. And again, Zolotych finishing strong, finishing in the top position. Alem just unable to do anything about the top pressure of his counterpart from Kazakhstan.
representing the King of Bahrain, Manama, and his opponent fighting on the right corner, representing Portugal, Alexander Gill.
Good.
No, I lose him the position. Huh? I lose the position. He lose the position, not point deduction.
Round three, Zolotych and Alem. Zolotych in the blue and Alem in the red. Zolotych with the gold outfit, signifying that he's a champion. Big head kick from Zolotych. Zolotych might open up with the strikes, just disguise the takedown. Watch for him to change levels here. Again with the teeps is Alem. Zolotych used that opportunity to duck straight underneath, switching to the single leg here. Alem holding on to the cage, going to get a warning from the referee, stuffing the head, but falls foul to the single leg of Zolotic.
Keep attacking off your back here, Nahom. Nothing to lose, buddy. Let's go.
Alem's got to get busy here. He's got to attack off his back. Look for the arm bars. Look for the triangles. He can't afford to allow himself to be stacked up against the cage. And Zolotic now actively trying to knee slice through the guard of Alem. He's got his left knee and shin pinning the right leg of Alem.
Push it through. Come on. All the way in. Nahom, use your legs to elevate him. Elevate him towards us, Nahom.
Alem's corner asking him to use the butterfly hooks to elevate, but with such a dominant wrestler and a heavy guy who knows how to keep his weight down, but more importantly, how to adjust his base to limit the sweeps, it's very difficult. Alem needs to start stuffing the head. You push on the neck, no matter how hard or how weak you push it, the neck has to give. It's attached to the spine. He's going to give his back up now. Zolotic with both hooks in. Nice punches here from Zolotic. Alem just covering up here. He's just not able to mount any offense from this position, not able to initiate an escape here. He needs to undo his legs from around the ankle of Zolotic and turn into Zolotic. At this present time, he's got his left leg overhooked. There we go. Now he's freed it. Now he's got the opportunity to try and drive his head downward to the mat, get his back flat to the mat. So now the body triangles initiate. So he's got to turn towards the lock. So you can see there where the top of the foot is underneath the knee of Zolotic, towards the cage side. Alem's got to turn towards that side, hook the right leg of Zolotic, and force his hips forward to put pressure on the ankle to force the submission, or indeed to force Zolotic to let go of the position. Looks like Zolotic has got the rear naked choke here. It's difficult to see from the commentary position without the monitor. They've got their backs to us, but it looks like he's trying to talk. He's trying to squeeze the neck. And Alem's got his hand on the arm of Zolotic. But resilience of Alem carried him through to the end of that round, but you could argue that every single round went to Zolotic, but we will go to the judges to render that decision. 3 judges at cage side consolidate their scorecards, and they will deliver to us that information shortly, and we'll arrive to a decision. Who becomes victorious here? Is it Kazakhstan or is it Ireland? Zolotic and Alem? We will find out momentarily.